James, tell us what they're saying now, all the bellwether seats and so on. That's been done. Every president since JFK's won Ohio. Where do you think we are?
Well, I think we're in a position now where Donald Trump will win this, but it's going to be a rocky road to get through the next few days. There's going to be a lot of challenges to the legitimacy of his win. We're already seeing that the Democrats are very much preparing to say, no, your win is not legitimate. They're coming out after the speech that he gave just a little while ago in which he said that the voting needs to stop. You can't have additional votes after Election Day, which is, on I think any fair interpretation, not an unreasonable thing to say. But there's going to be, as I've been predicting for quite some time, an attempt to delegitimize, Alan, any win by Donald Trump and say, no, it is not okay. And we're going to see more and more calls to even get international leaders to start saying that actually Trump's leadership is not legitimate.
But, I mean, they did that in 2016. I mean, they didn't even attend the inauguration, did they? And shortly after the inauguration, they were still then calling for impeachment. Just to keep our viewers in the loop, there are states that have been undeclared, and yet in Wisconsin, for example, which is worth 10 electoral college votes, Trump is in front 51-47. In Michigan, he's in front 52-45. That's got 15 college votes. Pennsylvania, which is critical, Trump's in front. They've stopped counting there, 55-43. 55-43. Right. That's 20 electoral college votes. North Carolina, he's in front. That's worth 15 college votes. Georgia, he's in front, and that's worth 16 college votes. And then you've got outfits like Alaska, where it's only worth 3, but he's a mile in front. I mean, those votes stack up to, if he gets a lot of them, which he doesn't want, and nor does he want Arizona, which they're contesting, but at the same time, if he got them, he's a mile in front.
So Arizona is gone. I think, the McCain family had a lot to do with that. But he should be in front in Wisconsin, Michigan, those northern tier states, as well as North Carolina and Georgia. Some combination of those should put him over the line without Pennsylvania. The big question, Alan, though, is do things wind up getting really hairy in Pennsylvania? Because this is a state that now, with about 2/3 of the vote counted, Trump has a really substantial lead. But there's a lot of these uncounted mail-in absentee ballots. And as you know, there's a lot of potential for chicanery here. And the Supreme Court in Pennsylvania, not the federal Supreme Court, recently ruled that ballots could come in 3 days late and still be counted. They don't need to have a signature that matches the person who signed up for the ballot. They don't need to have a postmark. So there's a real concern among people on the right in the Donald Trump camp that there will be a vote harvesting effort to try and just find a bunch of votes to get Biden over the line. So the real hope is that for everyone's sake, he gets there with Michigan, Wisconsin, Georgia, North Carolina without even needing those 20, and those 20 can go. You know, Alan, the other day, Josh Shapiro, the Attorney General of Pennsylvania, said that he thought that all the votes already would go for Biden anyway. Now, that's a disgraceful thing for the Attorney General who certifies the votes in that state to say that the state is already going for Biden. There's a real case there for the Trump camp if they want to take it to the Supreme Court, which is where it will wind up. But it would be much better if this was all settled in a couple of days and Pennsylvania's votes were not needed.
What about the pollsters? Have they gone to hide? I mean, basically 7.5%. 7.5% it was in front. If it was 7.5%, that's about 8 million votes that he would have been in front. The popular vote is 63.3 million to Biden. That's at the close of counting, and 61.6. But the popular vote, they said Biden was over 7% in front. That would be a lead of over 8 million votes. I mean, how wrong can you be?
Well, you could be pretty wrong if you're a pollster, and we've seen this over and over again, Alan. But the thing here is that there's this shy Trump effect. People don't want to talk to pollsters. Trump voters have been told that they're deplorables, that they're racists, that they're backwards, that they're illegitimate. And if they say that they're a Trump voter, they could wind up, having people come after their job or their livelihood or their car or their house or whatever. So people are going to be understandably shy. And also, of course, Trump voters are angry at the media. They're angry at the press. So they're going to lie deliberately to throw them off. And the pollsters haven't got a clue as to how to handle this in the United States.
Correct. Absolutely. Great to talk to you, James. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. Keep at it. Keep firing. But they can huff and puff as much as they like. But the man they wanted to be beaten has in fact won. He hasn't declared it yet, but he will have won. But I'll tell you what, the lefties will be having a sleepless night tonight. Good to talk to you, James Morrow. And if you've got a view, we want to hear from you, by the way, alan@skynews.com.au, or you can text me 0414 000 848.